that's crazy. How'd you know that I beat myself up? That's maybe how you know that I used to see. Wake up and I found out that I change up. Wait, did I change up? Is it lighter? Yeah, did I find out where? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that I keep myself up? That's maybe how you know that I promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that I keep myself up? That's maybe how you know that I used to see. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that I'll keep myself up? That's maybe how you know that Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that I keep myself up? That's maybe how you know that I used to see. It felt so real, but now I plead, just take the deal. I promised you a contract. I promised you a contract. Poses. You don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream. You're in dreamland, so you don't care. And as you wait, we're standing there. Yeah, can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm bombing on the top of
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Jack Watts, the kickoff for the Lions.
Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Outside. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy going to the air right away. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Get set. Watch out.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
180.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Watkins in motion left. From the gun, here's Goff. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Goff now looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Black 20.
Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
It's now 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
Outside. 21.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 13-yard gain, yet again, just like last play.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the first and goal.
Get set. Get set. 53.
Robinson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, second down.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Go.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Third down and 6.
Ric Flair.
Goff now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down,
Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the 50, it's gone. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
4 now. 180. Is that?
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
180. Is that?
Throwing again is gone. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
To throw is gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
180.
Back to throw. Goff. Open man, that's too small. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun. Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
5. 180. Is that?
Gibbs. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
180.
Now it's gone. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Sam Laporta as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch out! Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy now to throw.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Passing down here, 5 receivers on the field as they look at a 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I like what the offense did there, trying to spread the defense out with a 5-receiver formation. But give the defense credit. They stayed their spot and were able to disrupt the catch and force the ball to the turf.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
But really ain't tripping, we can get it right through the
Hey, lift! Lift! Like 180! Like 180!
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Goff.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, 76! 76! 11! 11!
Here's Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown from 17 yards out.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 7. Jack Watts to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down. Get set. First and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Purdy from the gun. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
I thought that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this a very important drive leading to the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
180!
Gone. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Cut! 4 down! 180!
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
120!
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
In motion left is Watkins. Now gone. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Black 20!
Goff now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
180.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
The 5-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Goff going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
20.
Goff. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad.
Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw.
And his throw here is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
53.
Here's Purdy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Purdy to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he's able to get this to the 30-yard line before it's out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. Front. Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing, Purdy.
His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Hard throw, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Watch out.
Purdy to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy sets up to throw again.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Go, come on. 180.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.